y'all? It's Risa with another speed build. This time I made sure that I did not eat right before coming to record. So you guys should be very happy about that, just so you know. I did this for you. I didn't record right after eating lunch, so I'm not coughing constantly. I mean, also I did it for me so that I don't have to edit out so many coughing breaks. But yeah, so this time I did not need a challenge to inspire me on what to build. I've been having a hard time with building things without some kind of challenge because it's made me feel, how do I put it? I've been feeling like I want some kind of challenge to be able to inspire me. And I like having rules and stuff that like give me ideas, so it's been nice, but I didn't need it today. This time, I figured out what I wanted to build before I even streamed. So what I did was I built a cottage for a witch, and it is off the grid. It's completely off the grid, and it's completely functional off the grid. Obviously, it has a shower, which it functions off the grid, but it's not pleasant. So, I wouldn't suggest using the shower when it's off the grid, but whatever. That's a you choice. So the reason I wanted to do this was I realized while I was building that apartment for a witch that a lot of the Realm of Magic light objects, lamps, that's the light objects. So most of the Realm of Magic lamps were functional off the grid. And I was like, that's really cool. It would be really easy to make a witch's house or cottage off the grid then. And it was. So I love this. I made it with the idea of a green witch living there. If you know what I mean. Like a plant witch kind of a situation, which I did end up making one on stream and then another one off stream because I like making witches. I just like making people in The Sims. But yes, so I made it with someone who was like a garden witch kind of situation in mind, which I really enjoyed building this. I love building in this style. I don't do it very often, but I do honestly just love it. The get together stuff, get together words. I think all of the stuff that comes with get together is really cute, to be honest. I had a little bit of trouble trying to get the floor plan to this place because I really wanted that attic room. That was the one thing I was like, I want that. But it meant that the staircase has to be in the middle of the room because of how the attic works. It's a whole thing. Also, I spent 20 minutes trying to find a door I liked. Did you guys know that the door, the door that has the stone around it from Get Together just doesn't work? It just straight up does not work anymore, which is okay then. Cool. Sure. But I had a lot of trouble finding doors, so I just kind of deleted that section. I edited it out, so you guys don't have to watch me go through that like people on stream did. I actually just had a lot of fun just building this house. I have fun building all houses, but this one I had a lot of fun building. It was just nice, I just realized I didn't go back and delete that after I ended up changing what I did there. Oh well, that's fine. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I wanted to do something that was more Realm of Magic, but the Realm of Magic stuff just doesn't fit. It's just not very good. That makes me sad to say, but the stuff from Realm of Magic it's just not good. It's ugly. For the most part, it doesn't blend with anything else. It's a very bold stylistic choice that I'm not a fan of. Is pretty much how I'm going to say that. It's just I'm not a fan. I don't like it. But that's okay. It's not everything is about me. So that's what I'm going to say. Not everything is about me. Though many things are. Just, putting that out there. So I am not feeling very good right now. I know I say that a lot when I do my speed builds, but like, this is the time I get to just like talk about myself for a little bit too, because I'm like, yeah, we're like 5 minutes in. Is anyone still listening to me with the narration on? Who knows? And if they are, they get to hear about my health again, because oof, not doing great. I'm just basically, I've talked about this before. I have something called mast cell activation syndrome. And basically it's just my body thinks it's allergic to things that it's not allergic to because of blah, 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 connective tissue, blah, blah, blah. That's like every issue I have with my body is because my connective tissue is bad. So just assume if I'm like, I don't feel good. It's like, it's her connective tissue. But, I thought I was getting it under control. And then I ran out of 2 medications that apparently were doing quite a bit for me. And I have not been able to get into a doctor since I moved. So I'm just like shit out of luck at the moment, to be honest, which is really sucky because, yeah, I would like to not feel bad, but that's okay. I'll live, but I thought I had it under control. I was eating pretty low histamine stuff. And then for a while I was like, I'm feeling much better. I think I can probably handle some higher histamine things, some things that I haven't been able to eat, but maybe I can as long as I have them in small amounts. And the answer to that is no. The other day I ate, it was real. I just wasn't feeling very like good mentally. So I didn't want to cook. So I was like, let's order something. And so we did. And there's this place by us that serves these wraps and they're really tasty. And there are ones that are low enough histamine that I can eat them. But I was just feeling so bad. I wanted to have the one that has bacon. And I was like, there's not that much bacon in it. It can't make me feel terrible. I was so wrong. I woke up yesterday, my entire face was itching. I couldn't stop sneezing. During this stream from where I was building this house, like there were whole parts of it where I was just like having to stop building and I would just like blow my nose and sneeze a bunch. Generally in the other order, sneeze a bunch and then blow my nose, because you're blowing your nose very badly if you then also need to sneeze after. Side note. But then I thought I was getting better. I took a bunch of Benadryl, which I had to wait until after I was gone. Went to the store because you can't drive on Benadryl, like, legally. And also just, I shouldn't drive on Benadryl. I know this. It's not very, like, it's not super safe, But I finally was able to, like, start feeling better. And then we had dinner and we had biscuits and gravy, which we generally do sausage gravy with biscuits and gravy. And I can't have pork sausage for the same reason I shouldn't have bacon. I seem to be allergic to pork now. Like, that's pretty much it. I have to just accept that and stop eating bacon, even if I like it. But so we bought turkey sausage, and I figured that would be okay as long as we just used the turkey sausage. I was super wrong. And then last night I started feeling really bad again, and my face was super itchy and my eyes were swelling, which is super fun. I love that. But I then had to take even more Benadryl and some, like, I had to take more antihistamines. I'll just put it that way. So I was like, what could it have been? And we're like, it was because we had already checked to make sure that the biscuits didn't have egg in them, because that's the other thing I'm super allergic to now is egg. So very purposefully made sure that the biscuits we bought didn't have egg in them, and then it still made me sick. So I was like, it has to have been the sausage. So bummer, no more biscuits and gravy. I guess I can just do hamburger gravy instead of sausage gravy. It just doesn't taste as good, just using ground meat instead of sausage. Sausage just tastes better. but obviously I can't eat it, so I should stop trying. But, that's just life. So I tried really hard to have a chimney, and none of them looked good. And so this is pretty much like, I just kind of left it like this, like I just did. It looks bad. It just looks terrible, but I wanted to have a chimney, and I couldn't, because the roof was just so, the angle was so, what's the word I'm looking for? Steep? Yeah, that's the word. I can use that word. That I couldn't put a chimney just on there, and then I couldn't make a chimney tall enough to, like, look good, really, but I still wanted one, so I left it like that. I think it looks fine once I put all the stuff in, like, the outdoors area. It ends up blending in once I put it on some trees and stuff. So, that was fun. Downstairs, I wanted to have, like, it didn't feel right to have this kind of open floor plan, so I do end up closing it off a little bit in a bit. It just didn't feel right. It felt bad and wrong. I don't know. I actually I realized I use a lot of Jungle Adventures in this build as well. I think Jungle Adventures goes really well with this kind of vibe. I don't know why. I guess it's because it's rustic. You know what I mean? It's very rustic, and I enjoy that. See, this is my attempt at having, like, an island, and I was like, no, this is like a cottage. Cottages don't have open floor plans and islands. It's also just interesting because I very rarely do this kind of thing and have it not be a tiny home. So that was fun. That was interesting. But I do really like using the Jungle Adventures counters in this kind of situation. I think it looks nice. I didn't know how to furnish this living room at all. I just didn't understand it. I maybe should have put the kitchen over there and then had, like, the dining room where the kitchen is, and then I don't know. I honestly just do not know what I could have done here to make it better. It's not really something. I'm already bad at living rooms, just in general. So I just didn't quite know what to do. But I did add a chess table. I should have also added an easel or something like that, because I feel like I needed to add a lot more skill building and things that are fun. Because because it's off the grid, you can't get the, like, easy fun building stuff of, like, a computer or a TV. So I just straight up did, added, like, that chess table and a bunch of bookshelves, because I feel like that is legit. Here's where I finally just close off the kitchen and go, hey, wait, it'll look better if I do this. So I did, and it was smart. It was a smart idea. I'm glad I did it. Also, that Jungle Adventures chandelier with all the candles, that is so perfect. I'm glad that they've put that in the working off the grid stuff, because I know for a while the off the grid things that worked off the grid were super weird. But yeah. So I wanted to make it, like, I couldn't really do a very good job in that kitchen without it feeling really small and plain on that wall. So I wanted to kind of open it up, because a lot of kitchens that I've had as a kid and everything had some kind of, like, half wall or window into it so you could, like, still talk to people while they're cooking. So I was kind of trying to think of that, and I ended up just using an arch finally in a little bit. But yeah, back to my health problems. So today I just feel really bad as well. I just feel awful because of what I ate last night, and I'm very sad that I can no longer have sausage at all. So it's just a sad day in the Krollmeister house, really. So my birthday is at the end of this month. I know, I'm just changing topics really quickly right now. Just bear with me. My birthday is at the end of this month. It's October 27th, and I currently have, like, 42 subscribers on YouTube at the time of recording this, And for me, one of the best birthday presents people could get me would be if I could get up to 50 subscribers on YouTube. So, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And tell your family and friends to also subscribe to me because, it'll make me happy. My birthdays have always been not great. I've had a couple really good birthdays with as an adult, but when I was a kid, I always had something go wrong. Be it, forest fires that burned down friends' houses, or my uncle trying to kill himself one year. That was great. My birthdays have never been super great because of this. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I feel like maybe most people have birthdays like this, and I'm just, I don't know, being silly, but it's just something that causes me stress because I'm like, well, what's going to happen this year? What's going to be the issue this time? Who knows? So I'm just kind of stressed out. I'm not super talking to my family right now, so that also is pretty stressful. So what I'm saying is, if you want to make me feel better, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell button so that you can get a notification every time I post a new video. Just trying to find a place to put that in, obviously. And then I'm going to probably say it again at the end of the video because I have no short-term memory. Just absolutely none. Can't really help it. It's just it's a product of just existing. I don't know about you guys. I just feel like the time we are currently living in is traumatic, and that is causing it very difficult to keep track of what I've done, what I haven't done, what needs to be done. So, great thing is that my husband and I we were just having such a hard time getting things done. We created this list of all of the things we have to do in the house, and we separated them between being monthly, bi-weekly, and weekly. So now just on our fridge, we have this list, and I put it into a plastic sheet protector, and I have some dry erase markers. And when I do something, I get to tick it off. And that is super useful for me because it means I remember when I last did the thing. So I know when it needs to be done next. Because otherwise, I will be like, I think I just vacuumed yesterday, so I don't need to do it today. But that's often not the case. So we have that nice handy dandy chart where I can be like, oh, I haven't vacuumed this week. I should do that. Which is useful for me as someone with poor memory. So it's great. Actually, I love that. And we're just that kind of people, those kinds of people, you know what I mean, where we like to make charts and lists and stuff. And it's great that we both do it, because it means we don't drive each other crazy doing it, which I know can happen to other people. We just really like lists. We are into lists. When we moved from, both times we've moved cross country together, we made sure we made Excel spreadsheets of everything we needed to do, everything that needed to be done, and everything that needed to be like how much money everything was going to cost, what exactly we needed to do by when. So it's great. Find someone who is as neurotic as you if you're going to have a relationship, which you don't have to. No one's making you. You do you. But it's always good to make sure that you have someone else who's the same kind of, I'm not going to say the same kind of crazy because that's not a great term, but I can say I am crazy. You just can't call me crazy. That's just how that is. I know for a fact because I'm in my brain and I've had professionals tell me so. But you don't get to do it because if you do it, you're just being ableist. Yeah. And there's that on that. So I am doing the outside of the house now, and I absolutely love how this turned out. I love all of the landscaping I did, and I love all of the ivy and stuff. So I'm getting to the end of the build now. I go through a debug for plants and stuff now, I think. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up and leave a comment telling me what you think about it, what I missed in it, because I always miss something. If you like to see me build this kind of stuff live, you can find me on my Twitch channel, Crawlmeister Sisters. I stream pretty much every day except for Sunday. So thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out, y'all.